guys doing tonight? You guys ready to have a good time? All right, we'll see. We will gauge this throughout the evening. I'm a son of a gynecologist, you guys. People used to ask me growing up if I was going to follow in my dad's footsteps, become a gynecologist myself, and I said, no, this is probably just going to be a hobby. Doesn't really look that hard to me. I don't know. Well, oh my goodness. Growing up, the son of a gynecologist was a little different though. Like I remember, 5th or 6th grade, other boys would come into class and they would be bragging because they had found their dad's Playboy stash. And they'd be like, oh man, did you see the centerfold for Miss July? I'd be like, I don't know anything about that, fellas. But did you see that 3-page spread on new cervical exam techniques in this month's Journal of Gynecology? They did not. It's very different. Also, my dad, I love him. He's very religious. I think the 3 happiest days of his life was his wedding, the birth of his children, and when anyone of any other religion comes and knocks on the door. That he is ready. He's got the Bible out, his study guides, and a fresh pot of coffee brewing. He is. They knock on the door and they're like, "We're here from the church." Oh, I've been expecting you. Come on in. And I would come up from my room like an hour later, and they are still sitting there, and they had that look in their eye of, "Please help me." And I was like, "You rang our doorbell, buddy. You are on your own now. You are on your own." They would avoid our house after that, though. They'd be like, "Oh, do not go to the Snyder house." And the other ones would be like, "Oh, is it haunted?" No, they're Presbyterian, so just stay away. It's worse. It is worse. I think if you guys need to know anything about me, it is this. I am a huge introvert, and I left the house today. So that's right, you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. I did my Wordle, and then I came on in. So did the important things first. No offense to you guys, but I got the important stuff out of the way. The introverts are my people, and I would ask by round of applause where the other introverts are here tonight. But there's not many here. You guys can try to act like they're around, but if they're here, they're in the back. You guys, they're not this close to the stage. I guarantee it. My people aren't going to applaud for themselves, so thank you guys for applauding for them. We all appreciate it very much. At most, we might give half a head nod, and then we're going to look back at our shoes. That's what we're normally going to do. As an introvert, though, I try to treat everybody the same. So it doesn't matter to me if you're the CEO of a Fortune 500 company or just a homeless person on the side of the road. I'm not going to talk to either of you, so that's how I'm going to do it. Other comics have told me that I should try to do crowd work. That would help pull me out of my shell. They're like, crowd work, and then I saw the Oscars. I don't think crowd works for me at all. Actually, I don't know what they were thinking, but that is not for me. As an introvert, though, I haven't lived a real exciting life. I don't have a lot of life experience to talk about. I've never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. I know, it's hard to believe, but I don't want to get caught using somebody's HBO Max password. know they're cracking down on that. I don't need that kind of pressure in my life right now. I went to private school, so I learned entitlement at a really young age. And it was a Christian school, so it's like one step above homeschool. It's like a bougie homeschool. It's like a White Claw homeschool. That's what I grew up with. I've never been arrested. I don't think I would be very good at crime. When I really think about it. Also, with this physique, I would not be good prison material. No, I've been told by friends, no, you are prison material. It's made me question my choice of friends. Is really what it's done. Also, I don't know about you guys. I love the Netflix crime documentaries. They're very popular, but I'm going to say there's so many out there now that they have ruined my ability to do just a little bit of murder. You know, let me explain. I don't do a lot of murder, but just a little bit. You get a lot of questions now. My wife and I were driving down the interstate late at night. And an animal darted out in front of our car, and I swerved, and but I nicked it, like in the middle of the bumper. If I had tried to hit it, I could not have hit it more squarely than I did. And my wife looked at me and she was like, "Do you think we should check on it? Do you think it's okay?" I was like, "Ooh, I do not think he's walking away from that one." We got to our destination, and the next morning I went out to look, and I was like, "Oh, I think I should go to the car wash." And there's that attendant right before you go into the car wash that has the brush, and he was brushing, and then he slowed down, and then he just looked at me with that thought of, "I'm erasing evidence, aren't I?" And I just gave him a thumbs up. And I was like, "We are in this together, my friend. You are now an accomplice, so let's get all of it, okay?" And then I tipped him $10. So you just can't get away with any murder without people asking questions now. I have never taken drugs, you guys. I don't even know where to go to buy drugs. And usually at the end of every show, there's somebody willing to help me. Appreciate this table for outing themselves. I usually can look and pick it, but you guys were just like, "We got you. We got you." Now, I appreciate the support. I just don't think I would be very good at it. I'm not good at the metric system, so I don't know how much to buy. You know, somebody will say like a gram. That doesn't seem like much to me at all. I don't know if you just kind of go all in with a kilo to start. You know, just like get a pallet at Costco. You know, just fill it up, wheel it out to the car. I just feel like if I get started, I'm not going to want to run out. That's what I've heard, you know? And my mama did not raise a quitter, I'll tell you that. So I would be in for a while. And also, I don't know how much drugs cost, so somebody's probably going to rip me off. And at this point in my life, I do not carry cash. So I'm going to have to write you a check. You know? And I'm going to have to ask you not to cash that till at least Tuesday. Because that is not going to go through right now. And I probably don't even know my drug dealer's real name, so I'm going to have to make it out to Lil Puff Puff. I don't think he can cash that one, so it's just a mess. It's just a mess. A lot of comics got started early, not me. I was a youth pastor for 10 years before I ever did comedy. Yeah, but there was a time I knew it was time to step away, and that is when people said I looked like a young Joel Osteen. Yeah. There's no going back from that. I was even in the Charlotte airport, and somebody tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "Are you Joel Osteen?" And I turned around to see what was happening, and 7 people had stopped to see what I was going to say. And I almost panicked, but I just did what came naturally. I took a deep breath, said a prayer, and then I took up an offering. So, right. And then I went and got on my private plane. So, just out there doing the Lord's work, you guys. All right. All right, you guys still doing okay?